the Town.
नमस्कार, म जगदीश खरेल। कार्यक्रम टक अफ द टाउनमा यहाँहरूलाई हार्दिक स्वागत छ। यतिखेर म थाइल्यान्डको राजधानी ब्याङ्ककमा छु। मेरो पृष्ठभूमिमा तपाईले यो ब्याङ्ककको मुख्य सहर देख्न सक्नुहुन्छ। वास फाइनेन्सिङ सम्बन्धी दक्षिण एसियाली राष्ट्रहरूको सम्मेलन अहिले ब्याङ्ककमा भएको छ, जहाँ दक्षिण एसियाली राष्ट्रहरू साथमा केही अफ्रिकन देशहरू र अन्य विभिन्न देशका सरोकारवाला निकायहरूको सहभागिता रहेको छ। आर्थिक दृष्टिकोणले खानेपानी तथा सरसफाइको सन्दर्भमा कसरी लगानी बढाउन सकिन्छ, यसको सञ्चालन कसरी प्रभावकारी रूपमा गर्न सकिन्छ, व्यवस्थापन गर्न सकिन्छ र यसलाई दिगोपन दिन सकिन्छ भन्ने विषयमा यो सम्मेलनमा महत्त्वपूर्ण छलफलहरू भएका छन् र निष्कर्षहरू पनि निस्किएको छ। आजको कार्यक्रम टक अफ द टाउन यसैमा केन्द्रित रहनेछ। वास फाइनेन्सिङ सम्बन्धी ब्याङ्ककमा भएको सम्मेलनमा एसियाली तथा अफ्रिकी देशका 60 भन्दा बढी प्रतिनिधिहरूको सहभागिता रहेको थियो। सम्मेलनमा सरकार तथा साझेदार संस्थाका प्रतिनिधिहरूले दक्षिण एसियाली देशमा खानेपानी तथा सरसफाइमा लगानीको अवस्था, प्राथमिकता, चुनौती तथा आगामी सम्भावनाहरूको विषयमा गहन छलफल गरेका थिए। सम्मेलनको उद्घाटन सत्रमा वाटर एड इन्टरनेसनल प्रोग्रामका एक्जिक्युटिभ डिरेक्टर आमका गडफ्रेले भर्चुअल माध्यमबाट विशेष सम्बोधन गर्नुभएको थियो। वाटर एड दक्षिण एसियाका निर्देशक मोहम्मद खैरुम इस्लामले कार्यक्रमको औचित्यमाथि प्रकाश पार्नु भएको थियो।
So in order to achieve SDG 6 by 2030, we understand the requirement of mobilizing additional resources. And private sector is the main sector from where,
सम्मेलनको प्राविधिक सत्रको सुरुमा फिस्कल डिसेन्ट्रलाइजेसनको विषयमा वाटर एड युकेका सिनियर पोलिसी एनालिस्ट जोन ग्यारेट तथा वाटर एड नेपालका कायम मुकायम कन्ट्री डिरेक्टर जैसन थोमसले संयुक्त प्रस्तुति दिनुभएको थियो। नेपाल र खास गरी लाहान नगरपालिकामा आधारित यो छलफलले वास र फाइनान्सियल पर्सपेक्टिभलाई विभिन्न कोणबाट उजागर गरेको थियो।
But whilst the policy and the responsibility was being transferred in the 1990s to local government, there were still questions as to whether the resources that were needed to deliver on those responsibilities were following. And so that report, Think Local, Act Local, started to look at the experience of fiscal decentralization. So looking at the question of how money, how resources, how funds were flowing from the centre to local government in order to deliver services.
Nepal declared ODF in 2019, but most of Nepal has mostly on-site, non-sewage sanitation, and the basic sanitation responsibility is with the local governments. But there is this whole issue around safe management of sanitation, which is the issue that we will be dealing with, which is something which is missing. But one big positive aspect, which I told you already, is the promulgation of the WASH Act, which is going to set the scene for all, the legal basis for all WASH activities in Nepal.
I want to know, how can you be the referee and at the same time you are the player as a government entity? You set the tariff and you also are involved with the commercial activities.
In Nepal, we have a hostel wash plant, which needs now to align with our local financing strategy, where we can see the important aspect of individual contributions also. The household is also spending, private sector also, everything that need to be accounted. How much actually the federal government's cost is needed, and how much is the contribution from the household also, like detergent, so everything that need to be, mostly as we had the on-site sanitation facility, most investment is from the households that need to be accounted.
कार्यक्रममा अर्को प्रस्तुति पाकिस्तानको पन्जाबमा खानेपानी महसुलको अवस्था, चुनौती र आगामी योजनाबारे चर्चा तथा छलफल गरिएको थियो।
9 out of 10 public health water supply facilities are dysfunctional. They become dysfunctional after 1 year. So we wanted to check our business, we want to build a business model. Like how can we make sure that the kind of revenues we need to remain sustainable in the future? The current situation does not reflect that the tariffs and the revenues that we're charging are in line with the O&M costs because of those gaps that we've already identified, and that's across the board. And in the rural case, we don't have any example. This is the first of a kind company that has been created in Pakistan. So when we were looking at benchmarks, we were looking at rural benchmarks in other countries and also the benchmarks of urban municipal companies in Pakistan across different provinces. And across the board, we see that the O&M costs and the revenues we're collecting, there's a big mismatch.
Trust on the quality is a major driver to fix the tariff. That's I agree. Not only in rural area, even in the urban area also. So that first thing, we have to define the water quality.
The infrastructure that needs to be built at the household level, does that cover that within that 553 million? If it's not, then it's going to be a new ball game.
सम्मेलनको क्रममा बङ्गलादेशको राजधानी ढाकामा खानेपानी तथा सरसफाई महसुललाई क्षेत्रगत रूपमा आधारित भएर गरिएको व्यवस्थाको विषयमा प्रस्तुति दिइएको थियो।
Our vision was to establish an organization with environmental friendly, sustainable and pro-people water management. What do you mean by pro-people? Unfortunately, like Dhaka, many other cities in South Asia, there are a substantial number of people, at least 15 to 20% people, sometimes more, are living in the informal settlement. And they don't have the ownership of the land, and that's why they are not getting so-called legal water. So what happened in those areas, people were taking water from the illegal vendors or Muslims, and the authority has no control over that. As well as this water was extremely polluted, and it was too costly for the poor people. So one of the target was to give access this water to the poor people, as well as to establish the good governance. So these were the reason why we wanted to bring the turnaround program.
When it comes to charge differently for the same amount of the services or water for different people living in the different areas, we receive different challenges. Rather than you set it with the utilization, you establish slabs with the utilization. As you utilize more water, you have to pay for more.
You also talked about the turnaround project, but I guess the population keeps growing. How is the need of that demography addressed, especially those without land ownership? You did say that you are providing water as human rights, but where do they get that water from? The KOK in Nepal also had this project called the DICSU, Low Income Consumer Support Unit, where water was put into community tanks, but it collapsed after a few years because basically due to accountability issues.
साउथ एसिया फाइनेन्सिङ कन्क्लेभमा वास फाइनेन्सिङ मार्केट प्लेस अर्को आकर्षण थियो, जहाँ विभिन्न देश तथा संस्थाले आफ्नो मार्केट प्लेस अवलोकनको लागि पिचिङ गरेका थिए। कार्यक्रममा सहभागी प्रतिनिधिहरूले उत्सुकतापूर्वक मार्केट प्लेसको अवलोकन, अध्ययन तथा अन्तर्क्रिया गरेका थिए।
How this budget are allocated to the WAS according what person is with federal government is conditional grants, yes, and provincial budget own sources. From their own sources also 5.4%. Yes, 5.4%.
With 1 minute, can you tell us what we can find at your store?
Thank you very much. We are searching for a sustainable finance, and my model will tell you that how a private sector sustainable finance will be active in the subnational level and the local level. Here the private entrepreneurs and also the microfinance and bank really pumping in the finance so that we can ensure the renewable finance from the private sector, which really helping us to reach our SDG target.
We are in discussion on quality and quantity financing in WAS. We know where money comes from. 3T plus 1, tax, tariff and transfer plus trade.
I just want to present to you an innovative mechanism of funding of WAS in Niger. set up by the government with the support of NGOs and some institutions like UNICEF. So the rationale here, behind me here, the rationale and the purpose for that mechanism, how it's working, the challenges, and how is funding. All the data is here there.
We did a lot of campaign promotion activities with the network of networks led by WaterAid in Bangladesh. So there are some successful initiatives that you may learn from us.
So how are we as a sector supposed to allocate resources or advocate for more resources if we don't know what we're actually spending? The answer to that question is WASH accounts, which gives us a complete comprehensive picture in a comparable and sustainable manner. WHO has been technically supporting the development of WASH accounts for the last 10 years in nearly 40 countries.
Government of India has made a huge transformative move in terms of devolution of resources to local bodies of governance in rural India. In the next 5 years, that is starting from 2021 to 26, about 260,000 local bodies in rural India will be getting something like 26.38 billions of rupees for improving services in the rural area, and 60% of these resources is reserved for water sanitation services.
What we have done is that we have taken examples of public investments from various countries all across the globe and converted that into a handbook which can be shared with finance ministers for them to learn more about how innovative public investments work.
दोस्रो दिनको कार्यक्रममा वास एकाउन्टको ग्लोबल सिनारियोको सन्दर्भमा WHO का टेक्निकल अफिसर मारिना ताकानेले प्रस्तुति दिनुभएको थियो।
We also feel strongly that the WASH accounts process should be institutionalized in national monitoring systems and integrated into the country decision-making processes.
We present only the percentage, then probably we miss out some other information as well. So I just wanted to know how elaborate will be the data going forward, so that we can actually make real assessment about it.
Those countries where WASH accounts has already been prioritized, like 38 countries where the process is going on. So I was kind of wondering how many of those countries have really started strengthening their national monitoring system when you talk about institutionalization, because that's very important. As Sadhaka also mentioned, we need to track whether we are on track or off track in terms of meeting those national targets which we have set. So I think that's really critical for us.
साउथ एसिया वास फाइनेन्सिङ कन्क्लेभमा नेपालको वास एकाउन्टको बारेमा खानेपानी मन्त्रालयका सिनियर डिभिजनल इन्जिनियर मधुसूदन खनालले प्रस्तुति दिनुभएको थियो।
We have developed the WAS account, and while developing the WAS account, so these are the elements we consider. So one is the glass experience. Nepal continuously participated in the glass survey since the first round. Since 2008, Nepal has been the part of the glass survey. And this WAS account initiative, the glass initiative, is government owned. We have the delegated team and the representation of all the stakeholders in the WAS account process. We are continuously capacitating the national teams and sub-national teams. The WAS account, of course, is the iterative process, and we have gone through several iterations, several modeling, and we have come to some result.
We're having some problems with getting real data for the WASH financing, because WASH is not only solely responsible for one ministry, it goes to the different ministries. So therefore, while we're doing some of the glass analysis, we had a serious problem of getting data.
If you elaborate this, what are the main component of that hygiene policy? Because for national accounts, wash and sanitation, to some extent data collection is easy, but for hygiene it is a quite tricky and subjective subject.
We also think households are not willing to pay and they can't afford to pay, but they're quite high. I think donor expenditure, once we say 70% of our sector is funded by the donors, but yet from the examples we've seen, the donors spending is quite low. I think I like the point on integrating this into maybe an IMIS OHSR process. I think it will really make it easier. So I'm thinking for our programming in Zambia, we need to really strengthen our data.
बङ्गलादेशले पनि त्यहाँको वास एकाउन्टको विषयमा प्रस्तुति दिएको थियो.
Point I would like to share few of the salient points, salient features of the Bangladesh National Wash Accounts 2022. I think that should be addressed here because this is the first time actually for developing the national wash accounts. Bangladesh has conducted a standalone household survey on wash expenditure. So we can be declare us as a pioneer for the household expenditure on the wash survey in Bangladesh, all over the world. And we have covered in the household survey all three components: water, sanitation, and hygiene.
And the table also appreciated the fact that this level of analysis done on hygiene, I don't think it has been done in many other countries. So this is something which Bangladesh, I think other countries can really learn from Bangladesh.
This kind of data is definitely going to be inputted into the SDP's whole calculation because if I remember correctly, it has to be a costed SDP. So basically, when the SDP is done, and he leads the process, as I said. So these are all going to be there.
And our major barrier is what will be the tariff or other system and operation maintenance. I think you can reflect in the future. And my second suggestion is maybe solid waste management you did not consider this stage, and the next stage it might be considered. This is second, and the third one is it will be reflected that how these wash accounts can be done regularly involving the major stakeholders. There is some kind of strategy like this, it might be.
वास एकाउन्टको आवश्यकता, महत्त्व र उपयोगको सन्दर्भमा हरेक देशले समूहगत छलफल गरेका थिए.
Not being segregated separately as a wash spending, and the question here which arises is collating the whole data.
But it has unlocked huge amount of resources for the development purpose, including water and sanitation. Many big corporate houses are investing in wash out of CSR funds.
समग्रमा वास फाइनेन्सिङ कन्क्लेभ उपलब्धिपूर्ण भएको सरोकारवालाहरूले निष्कर्ष निकालेका छन्. सम्मेलनमा नेपालको तर्फबाट 11 भन्दा बढी विभिन्न क्षेत्रका प्रतिनिधिहरूले सहभागिता जनाएका थिए. सम्मेलनको अनुभव र उपलब्धिबारे युनिसेफ नेपाल र WHO नेपालको धारणा यस्तो छ.
हामीले कसरी चाहिँ त्यो वास फाइनेन्सिङ गर्दाखेरि लोकल गभर्नमेन्टलाई क्यापेसिटेट गर्न सक्छौँ अथवा त्यो फाइनेन्सिङको मोडेल चाहिँ लोकल गभर्नमेन्टलाई दिन सक्छौँ भन्दाखेरि एउटा जस्तो क्वालिटी अफ एक्सपेन्डिचर एकदम इम्पोर्टेन्ट कुरा आयो नम्बर 1. पनि अर्कोतिर के पनि सिक्न पायौँ भने जस्तो लार्ज सिस्टम युटिलिटी छ. अहिले बङ्गलादेश चाहिँ बिगेस्ट वर्ल्डकै बिगेस्ट त्यति धेरै पपुलेसन भएको 22 मिलियन पपुलेसन भएको ठाउँमा त्यति ठुलो योजनालाई कसरी म्यानेज गरेछ इन टर्म अफ सबभन्दा त क्वालिटीको पनि कुरा आयो. क्वालिटी भन्दा इम्पोर्टेन्ट त्यहाँ एनआरडब्ल्यू भनेको नन रेभिन्यू वाटर, जबकि यदि हामीले 40% जुन चाहिँ लस भएको वाटरलाई 20%मा झार्यौँ, बङ्गलादेशले त अझै ढाकाले अझै कम झारेको छ अरे भने त्यो अकाउन्ट गर्ने हो, त्यो बजेटलाई अकाउन्ट गर्ने हो भने हामीले चाहिँ जुन एक्सपेन्डिचरको लागि जुन ग्याप छ पैसा त्यो प्रशस्त ठुलो योजनाबाट पनि पाउन सक्छौँ. नेपालमा पनि नेसनल स्ट्याटिस्टिकल अफिस छ NSO, त्यो इन्भल्भमेन्ट चाहिँ यति इम्पोर्टेन्ट रहेछ कि त्यो चाहिँ सबभन्दा धेरै वासमा हामीले हाइजिनमा केही खर्च भएको छैन भने थियो. बङ्गलादेशबाट के लेसन सिक्यौँ भने सबभन्दा धेरै म्याक्सिमम खर्च नै हाइजिनमा भएको रहेछ. डिटर्जेन्ट, सोप त्यस्तो कुरामा त्यो चाहिँ अनलेस हामीले हाउसहोल्ड सर्वेको नगर्दासम्म त्यो कुरा हामीले चाहिँ ट्र्याक गर्न सक्ने हुन्छौँ. त्यसरी चाहिँ बङ्गलादेशबाट एउटा चाहिँ त्यो राम्रो लेसन सिक्यो र अब हामी गएर एउटा चाहिँ जुन ब्युरो अफ स्ट्याटिस्टिक्स अहिले हाम्रो NSO भनौँ त्यस्ता ती स्टेक होल्डरलाई अनिवार्य रूपमा राखेर अनि त्यो चाहिँ हामी हाउसहोल्ड लेभलको सर्वेमा जानै पर्ने छ. भने अर्को कुरा हाम्रो दुईटा इम्पोर्टेन्ट नेपालको सेयर गर्न पायो भने एउटा हामीले यो चाहिँ रिजनमै एउटा एकदमै फ्यान्टास्टिक एउटा एमआइएस सिस्टम छ, त्यो अरू कन्ट्रीलाई सेयर गर्न पायौँ। अनि हामीले युज गर्ने कुरामा पनि वास एकाउन्ट चाहिँ हामीले जिएसआरमा कसरी रिफ्लेक्सन भयो भनेर यो दुईटा चाहिँ धेरै कन्ट्रीहरूले हामीलाई एप्रिसिएट गरे।
The important element for us, in the context of Nepal is, that going forward, we have 6 more years to achieve SDG targets. I know there is a revised sector development plan which has recently been finalized and shared by the Ministry of Water Supply with development partners and seeking their comments thereof. Now, this sector development plan, which is going to be, valid till 2043, is a costed plan and provides, the total financial outlay which is required for us to reach the national targets by 2043. So linking WASH finance, financing with the WASH accounts, I think is very critical to see how much gap really prevails in the sector, and then how do we overcome that gap. I think that's the most critical aspect. And I'll quote 2 very important recommendations from the JSR declarations here. The first recommendation is with regards to finalizing WASH financing strategy. And the second one is to leverage the private funding. So going forward, I think these are the 2 key aspects that we need to take into account. And then, we need to have an action plan prepared against these 2 declarations to ensure that we have the financing strategy in place, and also, we need to have a mechanism in place to leverage private sector funding. This would really help us bridge the gap, whatever it exists, in terms of the present spending that we are spending on in the WASH sector, and the total requirements, the financial outlay which is being given in the STPs, the sector development plan.
यस्तै सम्मेलनमा नेपाल सरकारको तर्फबाट सहभागिता जनाउनु भएका खानेपानी मन्त्रालयका सिनियर डिभिजनल इन्जिनियर मधु तिमिल सिन्हाले सम्मेलनको अनुभव र नेपालमा यसको कार्यान्वयनको विषयलाई लिएर यसो भन्नुभयो।
भविष्यमा चाहिँ वास एकाउन्टलाई चाहिँ रेगुलर को रूपमा लानुपर्ने देखिएको छ, ताकि यसले चाहिँ हाम्रो जुन खानेपानी सरसफाइ तथा स्वच्छतालाई चाहिँ जुन राज्यले हेर्ने जुन दृष्टिकोण छ, यो यसबाट चाहिँ अलिकति फरक चाहिँ हुन्छ कि भन्ने हाम्रो अपेक्षा छ। किनभने अहिले राज्यको लगानी चाहिँ विशेष गरी खानेपानी स्वास्थ्य सरसफाइ भन्दा पनि अन्य क्षेत्रतिर अलिक बढी छ, किनभने यसको यो अलिकति सामाजिक क्षेत्र भएको हुनाले जति महत्त्व यसले पाउनुपर्ने हो त्यो नपाएको स्थिति छ। तसर्थ चाहिँ दिन प्रतिदिन हामीले चाहिँ हाम्रो जुन फन्डिङ ग्याप छ यो चाहिँ दिन प्रतिदिन बढिरहेको अवस्था छ। त्यसकारण यहाँ अब यसलाई चाहिँ हामीले अब यसलाई अब हाम्रो मेरो व्यक्तिगत चाहिँ छ भने अब के छ भने यसलाई चाहिँ अब यो अहिले हामीले जे लिएर सिकाइ छ जे छ यो चाहिँ अब नेपाल लगेर यसलाई एउटा नेसनल राष्ट्रिय एउटा कन्क्लेभ चाहिँ गर्ने कि मन्त्रालयका सरहरूसँग यसरी छलफल गरेर गर्ने कि ताकि यसलाई चाहिँ राज्यले नै ओन गर्ने कि भन्ने पनि एउटा मैले अपेक्षा लिएको छु।
विभिन्न साझेदार संस्थाहरूको सहयोग तथा सहकार्यमा वाटर एड साउथ एसियाले आयोजना गरेको सम्मेलनको औचित्य, उपलब्धि तथा नेपालले गर्न सक्ने कार्यान्वयनको सन्दर्भमा वाटर एड नेपालकी सीमा रजौरिया यसो भन्नुहुन्छ।
हामीले अब वाशमा प्रोग्रेस गर्ने भन्छौँ, तर वाशमा प्रोग्रेस गर्दाखेरि सबैभन्दा इम्पोर्टेन्ट क्रिटिकल कुरा त फाइनेन्स हुँदो रहेछ भन्ने एउटा कुराको चाहिँ हामीलाई थाहा त थियो, तर त्यसलाई कसरी गर्ने, यो वाश अकाउन्ट्स भनेको के हो, वाश फाइनेन्सिङै भनेको के हो, ट्र्याकफिन भनेको के हो, यो जुन बजवर्ड्सहरू छ नि त्यसलाई चाहिँ कसरी युज गर्ने मोस्ट इफेक्टिभ वेमा भनेर पनि हामीलाई अलिकति थाहा भयो। र हामीले वाश अकाउन्टको कुरा गर्दाखेरि वाश फाइनेन्सिङको त भेरियस एस्पेक्ट्सहरू रहेछ, वाश मा फाइनेन्सिङको क्वान्टिटीको कुरा आउँदो रहेछ, एब्जर्प्सन क्यापेसिटीको कुरा आउँदो रहेछ, क्वालिटीमा पनि इन टर्म्स अफ भनौँ न यो अकाउन्टेबिलिटी ट्रान्सपेरेन्सीको कुरा आउँदो रहेछ अनि कपेसिटी बिल्डिङको कुरा आउँदो रहेछ र धेरै जसो कन्ट्रीमा हामीले केही पनि थाहा पायौँ भने यो वास चाहिँ एउटा फाइनेन्सिङ एस्पेक्ट चाहिँ एउटा फ्रेगमेन्टेड वेमा पनि रहेछ कि त्यसलाई चाहिँ होलिस्टिक वेमा एउटै वेमा डेभलप गर्नको लागि चाहिँ इन्स्टिट्युसनलाइजेसन हुनु पर्यो इन्टिग्रेटेड हुनु पर्यो नेसनल प्लानमा भनेर पनि हामीले सिक्यौँ होइन त्यो सबै सिक्दाखेरि कस्तो पनि भयो भने हामीलाई चाहिँ कस्तो लाग्थ्यो भने नेपालमा हामी त एकदमै पछाडि छौँ हामीले त केही नै गरेको छौँ र जस्तो पनि एउटा फिलिङ कता कता जस्तो लाग्थ्यो होला तर यहाँ आएर स्पेसली मलाई चाहिँ के लाग्यो भने हामीले पनि धेरै नै गरेको रहेछौँ हाम्रो पनि सिकाइ चाहिँ धेरै हामीले पनि अरूहरूलाई चाहिँ सिक्ने मौका चाहिँ धेरै पाउनु भयो जस्तो लाग्यो जस्तो हाम्रो प्रेजेन्टेसनबाट पनि उहाँहरूले के लिनुभयो भने हामीले त यो एनवासको सिस्टमबाट हामीले कस्तो राम्रोसँग डेटालाई चाहिँ बेसिस मानेर जुन हामीले काम गरिरहेका छौँ त्यो त सबैको लागि एउटा इनोभेटिभ सिकाइ पनि भयो र धेरैले सबैले एप्रिसिएट पनि गर्नुभयो र जसरी हामीले चाहिँ यो नेसनल स्ट्याटिस्टिक्स अफिससँग मिलेर डेटाहरू लाई लिएर चाहिँ एभिडेन्स बेस्ड फाइनेन्सियल प्लानिङको जुन हामीले जग बसाएको छौँ त्यो पनि एउटा एकदमै राम्रो इनोभेसन पनि भयो र सबैभन्दा एप्रिसिएट गर्ने कुरा चाहिँ के भयो भने हामीले जुन जेएसआर गरेको छौँ नि हामीले 10 महिना लगाएर एकदम डिप डाइभ गरेर कम्प्रिहेन्सिभ रूपमा जेएसआर गरेको छौँ त्यो जेएसआरबाट पनि वास फाइनेन्सको चाहिँ धेरै फाइन्डिङ्सहरू आएको छ र त्यसलाई बेसिस बनाएर चाहिँ हामीले जुन पनि यो सेक्टरमा हामीले अहिले काम गरिरहेका छौँ त्यसैको बेसिसमा चाहिँ हामीले काम गरिरहेका छौँ एसटिपी पनि त्यसैको बेसिसमा पनि भएको छ त्यो पनि हाम्रो लागि राम्रो एउटा अरूहरूलाई सिकाउने एउटा प्रक्रिया चाहिँ भयो र त्यसको लागि चाहिँ हामी सबैजना हाम्रो नेपाली टोलीले चाहिँ गर्व नै गर्नुपर्ने हुन्छ र तर यहाँबाट हामीले जे कुरा सिकेको छौँ नि त्यो त हामी यहाँ त थोरै मानिस मात्रै आएको छौँ यसलाई चाहिँ अब नेपालमै गएर पनि हामीले सेक्टर एक्टर्समा चाहिँ सेयर गर्न चाहिँ पर्ने हुन्छ र हामीले अब वाटर एडले चाहिँ के गर्ने भनेर सोचेको छौँ भने हामीले एउटा नेसनल वास अकाउन्ट्सको कन्क्लेभ पनि 2-3 महिनाभित्रमा चाहिँ यहाँको लर्निङ्सहरूलाई चाहिँ लगेर हामीले सेयर गर्ने चाहिँ प्लान बनाएका छौँ र त्यो चाहिँ हामी गर्छौँ
वास फाइनेन्सिङ सम्बन्धी दक्षिण एसियाली यो सम्मेलनमा महत्त्वपूर्ण प्रस्तुतिहरू भए गहन किसिमले छलफल गरिएको छ र केही महत्त्वपूर्ण निष्कर्षहरू निस्किएका छन् निचोडहरू निस्किएका छन् र सुझावहरू पनि दिइएको छ अब यसको कार्यान्वयन गर्नुपर्छ किनभनेदेखि दिगो विकासको लक्ष्य 2030 हासिल गर्नको लागि हामीसँग थोरै मात्र समय बाँकी छ र दक्षिण एसियाली राष्ट्रहरूको लागि दिगो विकास लक्ष्य त्यो पनि खानेपानी र सरसफाइको क्षेत्रमा अलि बढी चुनौतीपूर्ण छ तर वास फाइनेन्सिङ यो कन्क्लेभले जुन खालको दिशानिर्देश गरेको छ सुझावहरू दिएको छ त्यसको कार्यान्वयन गर्न सकियो भनेदेखि हामी केही पाइला अगाडि बढ्नको लागि दक्षिण एसियाली राष्ट्रहरूलाई महत्त्वपूर्ण सहयोग गर्नेछ यतातर्फ हामी सबै लाग्न जरुरी छ यसका साथै अहिलेको लागि यो कार्यक्रम यहीँ बिट मार्ने अनुमति चाहन्छु कार्यक्रम युनिटका सम्पूर्ण सहकर्मीहरूको साथमा मलाई पनि बिदा दिनुहोस् नमस्कार
Talk of the Town.